Hi, I'm Kevin from PowerA, and I'm here to introduce you to the amazing PowerA Ops V3 Pro wireless controller for PC and cloud gaming. This extremely versatile controller is feature-packed and uniquely designed to be used on your PC, cloud TV, Android, and tablet. Now, let's dig a little deeper into some of the super cool features on the Ops V3 Pro wireless controller. Do you love customization? If so, we are giving you a way to take your love of customization to the next level. The Lumectra RGB lighting feature within the Ops V3 has 4 separate lighting zones that you can easily customize on the controller itself or through the free app. Here's how we adjust the lighting on the controller. You have your first zone, which is on your left side, and your second zone, which is on your right side. Your third zone are your face buttons, left analog stick, and your fourth zone is your D-pad and your right analog stick. If you press and hold any of the face buttons, you will cycle through the colors with 6 colors per button. If you release the button, it will stop on that color. You control the RGB functionality with this middle back button. You hold it for 2 seconds until you see the blinking of the first zone on the front of the controller. This will indicate you are in LED program mode. Once zone 1 is flashing, you can toggle through the other zones by pressing right on the D-pad. You can select one of the face buttons to choose your choice of colors: red, green, yellow, or blue. Now, we take customization here seriously because we really believe it is freedom of expression, so we couldn't just limit you to 4 colors. If you continue pressing one of the face buttons, you will discover different shades for that selected color. For example, let's say I want the color blue. If I keep clicking on the B button, it will give me 6 additional color variations of blue. How cool is that? Now, if you press left on the D-pad, you'll be able to program the zone's light effects to either solid, breathing, or cycle. If you press up or down on the D-pad, that will adjust the zone's brightness level. You can also utilize the select and start buttons for additional LED settings. If you press the select button, you can toggle through multiple speed settings for the current zone you're in. If you press the start button, however, you can toggle through multiple speed settings for all 4 zones, but you can only use that feature if your light effect is on breathing or cycle modes. Whatever your gaming preference, the Lumectra RGB can be tailored to your ideal lighting setup. Once you finally have the controller in your hands, one of the first things you'll notice are the rubber injected grips. This keeps your grip on your controller secure even through your most grueling gaming sessions. If you enjoy quick response buttons to enhance your gameplay, then you're really going to love this next feature. Check out the mechanical buttons on the Ops V3. To be clear, your mechanical buttons are not just your face buttons. The D-pad, right and left shoulder buttons are also mechanical. These reactive mechanical buttons provide a tactile clicky feeling that responds decisively to every input. The mechanical buttons are also there to ensure that every input is registered in a satisfying way. The Ops V3 also features trigger locks with 3 different distance settings for each side. This feature lets you change your trigger pull distance so that your response time is faster with less distance to travel. You can toggle between those distance settings by flicking the switch. T3 enables the full trigger pull distance. T2, the middle setting on the trigger locks, has a slightly shorter pull distance, great for giving yourself a slight edge when milliseconds matter. T1, the shortest trigger lock distance, is great for games where fine control is required, like navigating a tight curve in a racing game. Let's dig into the quick twist thumbsticks. This is by far one of the most unique features of the controller. You can easily adjust the height of your thumbsticks with a simple twist. The thumbstick height can be adjusted to one of 3 heights. You have standard, which is about your base height, and if you turn the knob clockwise, you will go to the next height up, which is medium. After one final turn, you should end at the tallest height. Turn it once more and the height will go back down to the default. While we're on the topic of thumbsticks, let's take a second to acknowledge one of the most highly requested features on any modern controller, Hall Effect. We're happy to announce that the Ops V3 comes with Hall Effect sticks as well as triggers. Hall Effect sensors are great for ensuring precise inputs and improved reliability. Whatever depth you select for your trigger pulls, you'll be playing with 2 highly precise magnetic triggers using the latest in controller technology. Truly, the feedback and the feel on these triggers, spectacular. When you turn over the Ops V3, you'll notice the 4 metal-plated advanced gaming buttons, 2 on the left and 2 on the right. But what you may not notice initially is that there are 2 additional AGBs. These 2 AGBs are on the top of the controller right next to your bumpers, and they fit very well under your fingertips and don't require any additional hand adjustments to reach them. They're also super easy to program, and you can do it on the fly mid-game. No need for an app. These buttons are programmed easily by pressing and holding the program button for 3 seconds until you see the indicator light begin to flash slowly. Once you see that, press the button you want to map and the light will begin flashing rapidly. Finally, press the RGB that you want to program and you're off to the firefight on the battlefield of your choosing. It's a great way to gain an edge in nearly any game. Got the need for speed? Check out the turbo button. You can set the turbo feature to any of the face buttons, left bumper or right bumper, and achieve incredible speed during gameplay. All you need to do is press and hold one of the face buttons that you wish to set to turbo, and while holding the desired button, press the turbo button. The program status LED will flash 3 times to indicate it's been set and you're ready to dominate. If you want to turn turbo mode off, just press the turbo button again while holding the button you wish to adjust the turbo mode for. Now, painful mashing in QTEs is a thing of the past. And finally, no modern controller for PC is complete without a rumble feature. The Ops V3 features dual rumble motors to ensure that you feel every turn on the track, every ounce of recoil, and all the bone-crushing hits in every game. Finally, let's talk about the battery life and all the cool components that come with this controller. This controller comes with a 2.4 GHz USB adapter, a USB-C cable, and a charging dock. Just connect the included USB-C cable to the USB-C port on the back of the charging dock, and obviously the other end of the cable will go into the USB port on your PC. Then just place the Ops V3 on the dock like so. If you've placed it correctly, you should see flashing amber-colored LED lights on the front of the dock. That indicates that it's charging. After 3 to 4 hours of consistent charging, you should see solid green LED lights for a fully charged controller. Once your controller is fully charged, you can enjoy the benefits of the 1200 mAh battery. This high-capacity battery keeps you gaming for up to 30 hours per charge. However, if you don't want to interrupt your gameplay, you have the wired option. There are 3 different modes of connectivity. You have USB-C wired, Bluetooth, and 2.4 GHz options for connectivity. The first and simplest connectivity option is the wired mode. In your box, there's an included USB-C cable, and you will use that to connect your controller to your USB port on your PC. Once that's plugged in, the bottom of the controller here, there's a switch that indicates RF, BT, and USB. You'll switch it to USB. Now, if you appreciate a wireless experience, let's explore Bluetooth and 2.4 GHz connectivity. For 2.4 GHz mode, there's an included dongle that will be inserted into the USB port of your PC. After you have that plugged in, grab your controller and select RF from the bottom switch. Once RF is selected, hold the sync button for 3 seconds to enter pairing mode. Once you've selected the device on your PC, the LED indicator should turn white to showcase it has been successfully paired. For Bluetooth, you would follow the same process. You would flip the switch here to BT and then sync your controller. The Ops line are our first PC-focused controllers, and we have poured our passion for gaming into every facet of its design. For more product information or to find out where to purchase one, visit PowerA.com. And as always, don't forget to follow PowerA on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch.